Tony is the name, and the boys coming
straight out of Guahan. Another crazy ass filler, eating spam and rice as my belly gets bigger. Black Critic Guy, back in lovely Florida, here in my new room, which will later become BCG Studios 3.0, and as you can tell, it's still kind of a work in progress. I'm getting to it, I promise, and you're gonna love it. But today, I'm here to review the film Straight Outta Compton. Now, the movie Straight Outta Compton obviously depicts the creation of the rap group N.W.A, the niggas with attitudes, their rise to fame, their inner conflicts, and their eventual disbanding, as well as exploring the lives of its members, particularly Eric Wright, aka Eazy-E, Andre Young, aka Dr. Dre, and O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube. Now, to be honest, when I heard that Universal was going to make an N.W.A biopic, I wasn't really looking forward to it. By the way they made it sound, it seemed like it was going to be your average run-of-the-mill biopic showing how these boys from a really bad neighborhood rose up through the ranks and became like the biggest stars in the world, and then their eventual decline. I've seen that song and dance done millions of times in other biopics. It just didn't seem like anything special. But then I started to think about it and think about where they came from and what type of story they can tell and how relevant it is today more than it ever was. And then it got me a little bit more curious to see the film. Not to mention that the trailers really sold me. They were really well done and it got me really excited to see the film. So I finally saw it, and guys, it is so good. I mean, not only does this film almost get every single beat that a biopic needs to have, but it has so much heart and intrigue to it that it keeps you enthralled throughout the entire film. And most of that is due to the film's solid and compelling story that delves into almost every single aspect of the group. How the group was formed, where they get their ideas for their songs, the inner conflicts between them, the friendship between them. Not only that, but the part of N.W.A's story pertaining to their feelings towards law enforcement is as relevant as it is now than it was back in 1989. And the film just has so much heart and passion to it. You can tell that they really put a lot of effort into telling N.W.A's story, capturing what it was like to, live in Compton and rise up through the ranks and why they decided to make N.W.A. And I'm not gonna lie, there were a couple of moments in the film that actually got me tearing up, particularly one at the very end. It just kind of got to me, and it was really, really well done and touching. And to backtrack a little bit, not only was it very interesting to see how the group N.W.A was formed, but also freaking cool to see where the inspiration for some of their most famous songs came from. I mean, to see the origins of such well-known classics was so intriguing, like the creation of None But a G-Thang, or Fuck the Police, or even the creation of No Vaseline. And that scene where the group is listening to No Vaseline, priceless. Freaking priceless. Now, that might not have been exactly how they reacted to it, but just to see them listening to that song and to see their facial reactions to it, oh my god, I could watch that scene over and over and over again. Not to mention that this film is chock full of so many interesting cameos and references to other things, particularly dealing with Ice Cube, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And there was one specific cameo that just blew me away, because the guy that was portraying this person looked and sounded exactly like this certain person, and I was just blown away. Like, holy shit, that guy definitely captured that rapper. I was thoroughly surprised at how great of a job F. Gary Gray did with the direction of this film. It was on point. Probably the best film he has ever directed. And the cinematography too was very well handled, and the choice of this whole shaky cam feel to the film really gave off that really gritty, down-to-earth tone that the film needed to capture. But honestly guys, where this film really shines is in the acting. Every single actor in this film was excellent, and they did a solid job at capturing the people that they were portraying. The first actor I want to talk about, need to talk about, is O'Shea Jackson Jr., who portrays his father, O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube. He definitely embodied every single aspect of his father. Not only does he really look like a younger Ice Cube, but he got his mannerisms, he got his rage, his ferocity, and his intellect. Something that I was really glad that the film really focused on, because out of all the members of N.W.A, Ice Cube was always the smartest. And I know it's kind of biased to make your son play a younger you, but I mean, look at the guy. He looks like a younger Ice Cube, and he definitely pulls it off. The next actor that I want to give props to is Jason Mitchell, who portrays Eazy-E in the film. Not only does he bear a canny resemblance to the late rapper, but he pulls off every single dramatic scene in this film. He puts so much weight, passion, and attitude in his performance to give the film its best performance. And I really hope to God that this guy at least gets an Academy Award nomination, because that is some high caliber acting to pull off not only a good performance, but to really capture the person that Eazy-E was. One scene in particular near the end of the film, his performance had me tearing up. It felt so genuine and real, and it just pierced me right through the heart, man. But whereas Jason Mitchell's tugged at my heartstring with his performance, R. Marcus Taylor as Suge Knight scared the living shit out of me. And he also did an excellent job at portraying the shadiness that was Suge Knight. Like, he captured him almost to near perfection, because that's exactly how Suge Knight was in real life. This wannabe gangster that would intimidate anybody that was in his way. Again, every single actor in this film did a fantastic job in their performance, and the actors that played the members of N.W.A had undeniable chemistry. I actually felt a genuine bond and connection between them, and they did a really good job at highlighting the brotherhood between the members of N.W.A. And that's all that needs to be said. I don't really have any major issues with this film. I have a few small problems, like there are a few moments in the film that I wish they could have shown and expanded upon more. But again, it is a movie and they only have a limited amount of time to tell as much story as possible. And they focused on the more important parts, which is totally fine by me. Overall, this was a great biopic. One of the best I've seen in a very long time. And I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It is definitely an epic masterpiece. And if you're a fan of early hip hop and early gangster rap, you have to check out Straight Outta Compton. And personally, I really want to see it again. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you absolutely love it and adored it like I did? Or did you find it really boring and dull and you hated how cliche and played out it was? And let me know, what is your all-time favorite biopic? I think I asked you that before, but damn it, I'm gonna ask it again. Comment below, let me know. And stay tuned, BCG Studios 3.0 should be up and running by next week with an all-new reaction video, anime review, movie reviews, and probably a special video coming down the way. So until then, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm N.W.A II, coming straight out of Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.